Hey guys, instead of doing what we did have scheduled today, polygons on a coordinate plane, we're going to take one more day to look at area of triangles, specifically missing dimensions, because we did struggle yesterday with that. Now, not all of you did, but we're going to do some more practice on it so we all get really good at it. So I'm going to do the first two problems with you. Then for the other ones, you're going to have about 3 to 4 minutes after you see the problem. Then the screencast will start again so you can see how it went down. So let's look at our first one. Make sure that you're labeling it number 1. And then you're writing these things down. The base equals 6 feet. The area equals 9 feet squared. So in this problem, they gave us the base, they gave us the area, which I should have written that as a capital A, sorry. And what we're missing is height, so that's what we are trying to find. Yes, you need to write this down because you will be turning this paper in. First thing that we always do, this is a triangle, so we're going to write A equals base times height divided by 2. Now we're going to see where we're going to plug things in. A is 9 feet, so we're going to plug 9 in right there. Move that out of the way. Equals. Next thing right here is base. And B equals 6, so we're going to plug 6 in. We do not know H because that's what we're finding. So 6 times H divided by 2. I'm just going to be showing it one way, so if you like to do the other way, that is fine. You're not quite understanding how to do it yet, you're just going to be doing this way. First thing we're going to do is we're going to circle the two numbers. This line right here, that means division. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 9 equals 3 times H. Now, multiplication, it doesn't matter if the H goes first or the 3 goes first because it means the same thing. So if you like the letter first, you can do that. Now, right now, that is a multiplication sign. So to get this 3 over to this side, we need to divide because that's the opposite of multiplication. So we're going to divide by 3. So H equals 9 divided by 3 is 3. I'm going to write this up here on the line. So 3. Our label is feet. We are not squaring it because it's just the height and not the area. Like I said, I'm going to do one more with you real quick until you get a hang of it. So, number 2. Remember, you have to be writing all of this with me. I'm going to do a decimal one this time. Our height equals 7 meters. And our area equals 31.5 meters squared. We have the height, we have the area, we need to find the base. Next thing we're going to be doing is writing the formula so we know where to plug things in. Yes, you have to do this step. Let me erase some real quick. Okay. So our next thing we're going to do, we're going to plug the numbers in. So for A equals 31.5, so we're going to plug 31.5 in for A. So 31.5 equals, now we have to figure out, do we know what's going to go in for B? No, we do not, because B is what we are finding. It's blank right here. We're finding that. So we're going to put in B times, the next thing is height. And height is 7. So we're going to plug 7 in right there. We're going to circle our numbers. And that line right between them means division. So we're going to be doing 7 divided by 2. A lot of you know that's 3.5. If you don't know that, you're going to go off to the side and you have to divide it. 2 goes into 7 3 times. 2 times 3 is 6. Add our decimal and our 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So we get 3.5. So 31.5 equals B times 3.5. Just like the first one, we're using, this is multiplication, so we're going to use division to get 3.5 to the other side. And now we're going to divide. So I have 31.5 divided by 3.5. Since there's a decimal right out here, we're going to move it over once. Since we did that in there, we're going to do that over here. Now we have to figure out how many times does 35 go into 315. So we're going to come over here and we're going to do a little work. 35. I'm going to choose 9. 5 times 9 is 45. 3 times 9 is 27. 28, 29, 30, 31. So 9 is going to be our answer because 35 times 9 is 315. So the base equals 9. Our label, if we look over here, is going to be meters. So that's our answer. 9 meters. We're not squaring it because it's just the base and not the area. Okay, number 3, you are going to be trying by yourself. It's okay if you can't get it right away because we're going to take some time on each of the problems afterwards, but you need to try your best, get everything set up. You should be doing this quietly and by yourself. So let me get our number 3 on here. So number 3, you're gonna write 3, our base equals 4 inches, and our area equals 14 inches squared. So we have our base, capital A, sorry. We have our area. We need our height. Okay, at this time, the screencast is going to be stopped, and you're going to try to figure this one out by yourself. You'll get about 3 minutes or so. It's okay if you don't get done, because we're just practicing. Okay, screencast is back on again. Let's see how you did. The first thing you're going to do is write A equals base times height divided by 2. First thing we have is A, so we're going to take a look over here. A equals 14, so we're going to put 14 in for A. Next thing, B. We're going to take a look at it. B is 4, so we're going to put 4 in. H, we are trying to find, so we're going to say times H divided by 2. Okay, our next step is dividing. So we have 4 divided by 2, and that gives us a 2. So 2 times H is what we have left over here. And then we're going to divide by 2. It cancels out over here. And over on this side, we have 14 divided by 2. So H equals 7 inches. If you got that right, put in a nice little star, smiley face, depending on what you want to do. If you don't quite have it yet, try to pinpoint what you still need to work on. Okay, our next problem, number 4, make sure you're writing all of this down. Our height equals 16 centimeters, and our area is 104 centimeters squared. So we have our height, we have our area, we're needing our base. Okay, as you're doing this problem, you need to make sure you're following the steps from the problem above. You need to make sure you're writing the formula, plugging in the numbers, and also finding the answer. So at this time, the screencast is going to be stopped in about 3 minutes and we'll come back on. Okay, let's see how you did. You wrote A equals base times height divided by 2. You look over to the left and you see that area is 104. So you're going to plug 104 in for A. Then you're going to look to see, is there a B? The answer is no, nothing is in this spot. That's what we're finding. So we're going to write B times. Then we're going to look at this age. Age is 16. So we're going to plug 16 in. We're going to divide by 2. So we're going to circle this lovely thing over here. 16 divided by 2 should get you 8. So 104 equals 8 times B. The opposite of multiplying by 8 is dividing by 8 because we want the letter by itself. And now we're going to have to do some division. We have 104 divided by 8. 8 goes into 10 once. So 10 minus 8 is 2, and you brought down your 4, so you get 24. 8 goes into 24 3 times. So your answer is 13. So B equals 13 centimeters. Check to see between the last one and this one how you did. Okay, our next one is going to be number 5. Let me clear the board real quick. Our first problem we're going to do is number 5. And I'm going to throw a mixed number at you this time and see how you can do. So this is number 5. The base equals 5 feet. And the area equals 5 and 5/6 feet squared. So we have the base, we have the area, we need the height. Remember, when you're changing a mixed number to an improper fraction, you're going to times the bottom number by the whole number and add the top. So we have 6 times 5 is 30, and 30 plus 5 is 35 over 6. Look, I changed that one for you. That's the number you're going to use in your formula this time. At this time, the screencast is going to stop, and you are going to try your best to solve this one. You'll have 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so let's see how you did on this one. We're going to start with our formula. A equals base times height divided by 2. We use this guy right here. So 35 over 6 equals our base right here is 5 times h over 2. Okay, this one is a little more tricky. We haven't done a mixed number one before. So instead of dividing 5 and 2 right off the bat, we're going to have just written as an improper fraction. So that would be 5 over 2 times h. Now on this side we still have 35 over 6 equals. Now I threw in a curveball for you, so just bear with me. Make sure you're paying attention since we haven't done one like this before. So we're going to divide this and cancel it out. So over here we have 35 over 6 divided by 5 over 2. And change into 35 over 6 times 2 fifths. Cross cancel. Cross cancel. We get 7 thirds, which changes into 2 and 1/3. So we get 2 and 1/3 feet. If you need to rewatch that one, please make